Well, hello YouTube. I know it's been a while since I made an update. I have been gone working for the last month or so I haven't had a chance. I was only home for a week last time. So I'll go ahead and do a quick little update of my fish room. I got some things going to change. I did sell this pair of Feste and my last wild female. So they'll be going out as a trio. So we'll get one last update with these guys. Here's my male showing off. It is feeding time, so all my fish are going to be pretty active right now. I'm going to take a break from Feste for a little while and focus on some other stuff. I've got lots of friends now with quality Feste out there that I can get Feste back from when I want. So we'll get these guys back at a later day. So that's my Festes. My next tank is my 180, and let's see. I apologize for the glare. These guys are my Haiti Instances. Come on, zoom in. Horrible zoom, but there's about 20 or so. I ordered 30, and these are the only ones that made it through shipping. I haven't lost one since I opened the bag. There's two different groups in here. About half of them are the big head hump Haiti Instances, like Lopaka has, that wild pair he has. Gage might have posted some pictures on cichlid.com. That one there is a big female. These guys are all anywhere from probably the smallest at 1.5 inches, which is right there, to this one, this female, about 2.5 inches, almost 3 inches. They're growing pretty quick. As you can see, it's feeding time. I believe Skip picked up some of his Haiti Instances, the ones he just got, about the same time I got these guys, but of course his are bigger. So I do think it's pretty neat that there's a few of us out there that are trying to bring Haiti Instances back into the hobby. I will have a bunch of these for sale. I don't plan on losing any more or any of these at all. The other half of the group will look like the other Haiti Instances I've had in the past. Long flowing fins, Zulu and Voodoo. Hopefully I'm trying to find a black male in here again like I had in the past. I still kick myself in the ass for forever selling Voodoo. He was really sweet. But these guys won't be for sale until they start pairing off. I give them probably another maybe 2 to 3 months, and these guys are doing pretty good. As you can tell, there's a lot of aeration in my tank. 2 sponge filters, 2 stones, and my hang on the backs. Got Aqua Clear 110 and some Walmart special back there. And I do water changes once a week on this tank when I'm home. My wife just tops the tanks off when I'm gone. Speaking of my wife, she's pregnant and about to pop any day now, so we can't really expect her to do a whole lot for my tanks, so anything she does is appreciated for me and my fish. You know, these guys eat really well. I feed them flake. I bought a bag. I had some Metro infused flakes to help kill any internal parasites when I got them, and they still have a bunch left, so I'm just going to continue feeding that until they're all gone. I have a mixture of pellets. First, they're really small, extra small pellets. Some of them I got from AJ, Flatfish Leo, a while back, mixed in there with a similar sized pellet that I bought from Ken's Fish. And they've been doing great. I've been really tempted as to changing their diet and giving them some bigger food now. But I'm going to continue feeding them what I'm feeding them until they eat it all, which is going to be at least another 2-3 months. And by then, I'll be able to get a little upsize. These guys are in the clear as far as I'm concerned. Nothing's going to change to their environment. I am fully confident that I will successfully raise up and pair off every single one of these until I run out of, the opposite sex to achieve my pairs. So once that happens, feel free to hit me up. Right now I can distinguish which one are the big heads and which ones are the, the other. You got F1s and F2s. The big heads are the F1s. The other guys are the F2s. So anyway, and over here, my male Jag Reaper. He's looking like a boss. Look at him. I took some really nice pictures earlier, and I was trying to transfer them to my Lightroom to put my watermark on them, and I accidentally deleted them. So I'll have to take some later. This guy's got some amazing patterns on him. I'm waiting for Raps to bring in his import from Nicaragua. Supposedly he's got one coming in soon. And I'm going to try to find him a girlfriend. I'm also looking into getting a wild pair of Midas and a wild Dovai pair from Raps. Just to compare the differences with the one I have now. But I would really like to get a girlfriend for this guy. And I wanted to keep that wild Nick pair of Jags that I have. But the male just isn't doing it for me. He's got beautiful patterns and colors, which we'll get over to him momentarily. But he's just doesn't have the personality that I want. I'm very picky. This guy's perfect. I've got some Survivor F1s from my wild pair that are still alive in my Dovai tank, which I'll pull out. It's only about 1.5 inches, so I mean they got a ways to go. So maybe I can find him a wild female. I just love this guy. Look at him, just begging. Very responsive. I love this guy. And over here, still skittish and young, are some Magnum Ex that I bought from Umby King. I don't know, I think that's a male. But this one down here is definitely a male, and he's already starting to color up a little bit. He's probably about 3.5 inches. He's got some crazy freckles. I just got home, and when I'm gone, my lights in my garage are off. And you just got one background light for everybody, so they're just now getting used to their tank lights again, and feeding, and me being in here. I've had these guys for about a month now. But once I get him comfortable, I'll get some good shots. He's going to be a stunner for sure. This is the one I'm keeping. The other ones I'm going to sell. But I got 2 females and a 30-gallon divided. They're about 3 inches maybe. And then some oddball Midas. There's some of my creamsicles. That big boy in the back that just took off is paired out with that white female, it looks like. So I'm going to pull her and him out and put them in the 75 where the Fest A are at once I ship the Fest A off next week, in hopes of having a backup Midas pair in case Raps doesn't come through with his import. And then the rest of these guys are going to be sold. I don't like this tank, but it's just a holding tank. Really skittish. Now that I got the camera out, of course my wild Jag wants to come out and participate in the action. As you can see, he's kind of standoffish. That female, she's awesome. I mean, it's too bad my other male's not big enough for her. She'd put a whooping on him for sure. As you can see, there's some fry swimming around. Yeah, I am kind of tempted to hang on to these guys because I want to see how they turn out. I do want some fry. I just have higher expectations for the personalities of my fish. He's begging. I think he's just got to get used to me is what it is. So we'll see. I mean, they definitely have a different look to them than that F1 I have. She's just insanely yellow. Look at that. These guys will spawn every 2 weeks. While I was gone, they had, this is their second batch in the same tank. Well, there's 2 batches in this tank, all the same size. That's how fast they spawn back to back. The numbers have dwindled down because I'm sure some of them got eaten or died off. You know, I didn't really leave strict instructions with my wife about the fry, because I'm not really trying to harvest any of these fry. Beautiful pair though. And behind me is my pride and joy Gorillaz Prime. This guy is all of 13 inches, 12, 13 inches right now. He's an easily 5 inches tall. The camera's not showing it. But that wood piece there is about 12 inches tall. So come on, straighten up. There you go. At least half that size. It's a big piece of wood. It just makes it look small. And then Mrs. Prime. Badass Gorilla Blue pair. I will attempt to spawn these again. Really try to push that Haiti Instances project so I can move these guys into my 180. You know, not having a whole lot of room in this 125 makes it kind of difficult for these big fish to get their spawning done. I mean, she seems really aggressive, but I know as soon as I pull the divider, he's going to put an ass whooping on her. And she's just going to have to endure it until she spawns, and then once she spawns, she'll probably kill him. So, I mean, it's a love-hate, nonetheless. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm going to have a couple 350-gallon tanks built this spring, and this pair is definitely going into one of them. If he ends up being a solo, then I will probably keep him in the 180 until he outgrows that, and then I'll give him the 350. You know, once he goes solo status, if he does, I won't be concerned with spawning anymore. I've got other projects that will surpass any of my Gorilla Blue projects. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to getting some of those monstrosities from Umby King and World Below. I should be getting those next week. And I'll put some freshwater predator love on them and see if I can't get some frickin' stunners out of them. Got a nice group coming, so look at those two showing off. You know she wants it. And play hard to get because she's back there behind that divider. I got this damn thing zip tied up top so they can't knock it over. Oh, look at that. Is that a tooth? I'm going to zoom in. You guys can see his tooth. Oh, come here, buddy. Turn around. Come on. Show us your tooth. What a punk, huh? That's what I get with him chilling all day. Very cool fish. Very big. Very beautiful. Now, to my dove eyes. I'm not impressed with this female at all. She will be finding a new home. As long as the dove eye wraps bring in look good, I'm going to give a pair of them. Otherwise, I'll just get a female. Either way, I plan on getting a female for this guy from Wraps. Make my own line. You know, put this guy with one of Wraps' and then keep a pure strain of Wraps. You know, dove eye are my third love. Right there next to Umbies and Feste. This guy has become more active. I've got him eating pellets, floating, sinking, mice, worms, He eats everything that hits the water now. And in fact, him and the female, she's over here under this PVC. She's kind of tattered up a little bit, so you can tell he picks on her. But they battle for the food, which is funny. I'm surprised my wife did a great job of getting these guys pellet trained. It's funny, she don't have any fish keeping experience. And the first thing she said is, you starve them long enough, they'll eat anything. And by God, that's how most of us pellet train all of these wild damn fish. So you got to give kudos to my wife for, she's a tough woman. And she definitely won't stick her hand in this tank. I would like to get him into a bigger tank too. Look at him, he's hungry. She said he'll keep eating and eating and eating. He's not very fond of the floating pellets, but he'll eat them. I'm gonna give him a mouse, and which is thawing out in a cup of water. Because I'm not allowed to have live mice in the house. My wife would kill me if one got loose. So I've resorted to the frozen. I'm going to get him colored up really nice with this pellets that I've got. He's eating Massivore and some Hikari, other Hikari pellets, and I think I still got some bigger NLS. I've got to put in an order. I'm about out. I'm going to hit up Forrest and get some of the food he's been using and try that. See if he likes that. I just like variety. I'm not big on one particular brand. You know, variety works good because sometimes you being up here in Alaska, you don't have access to everything. So these fish have to eat whatever I give them, and his fins are healing up pretty good. So anyway, behind me is, let's see, show me some Spectabilis. This tank sucks. That female, that's my other wild female. Best day, she's sold too. Come on, focus in. There's a Godman eye. I got like 3 or 4 of them left. One of them ended up dead by the time I got home. Let's see, that guy's starting to color up. Yeah. I mean, the tank sucks. I apologize. So do the lights. But you can see, these are F1 from Wraps. These are all available. I plan on moving them immediately. If anybody wants any, they need to speak up soon. Otherwise, anybody in Alaska will be able to find them at Coral Fanatics. That Feste rules the tank. She's a bad little bitch. She's one of the smaller ones in here, but those Specs, they can't hold a candle to her. Her and that male god Man-Eye down here, he runs the show too. But hell, man, these F1 Specs, they're only about 4.5 inches. I got a couple that are about 3.5 still. Looking really good. I'll give you guys an update here later this week. Hopefully I get my orders in that I want. But I will be pretty busy, you know, as some of you know. I'm expecting my little girl to be born this month, any day I guess. So once that happens, you know, the fish are going to hit the back burner as far as updates go. So appreciate everybody watching, and give me a second here, and I'm going to pause this and I'll show you guys, see if can't get a shot of him eating that mouse. So I'll be right back. Alright, let's give it a shot here. Bam, there he is. Little floater. Don't be a punk. I know you see him. All the way down at the bottom of the tank. Come on, Mr. Dovi. It'll piss me off if you don't eat him. I'm sure Prime will eat him. He's still a little sketchy of me. Oh yeah, I told you he sees him. Damn. Mouse is gone. Yep. And he's back up in his corner. He still might be really great if he was more active, a little more aggressive. So we'll see what happens if I get a female he likes. Anyway, folks, y'all have a good night, and we'll catch up later. Peace.